June 24th, Wednesday, so we managed to hold this area here and made it managed to go up, and now we are already above the point of control, which is this week here. So we were always all the candles closing above for 12 days above this area of the 9.25 or 9.25. On the daily is more evident. So we tested the 377 here, made a low, higher low, and push up, and now we are testing the first support, which is these weeks here and this. The moving average are coming up on the 4 hours. The main support now is this one here, but of course we have all these weeks and this big cluster here on the 9.5 more or less, 9.5 and a half, 9.485 until the 9.370 or something like here. So all these areas are to buy. Stop loss can be on this swing low or on this swing low. This one is more tricky. This one has more percentage. The indicators are pointing down. So we can still have a step up, but I think we will test the supports. But we can test the support and have a big week up. Let's see. So this is the 4 hours. I'll put so basically now we created this trend line too, this point with this point, and it's going up, could be a good buy. As we can see here, we made this strong move here. We got the buys here, as I was saying, on this area, and then this was the making the higher low here on this area here. It came exactly to the spot, more or less. And yeah, so as soon as we start to close above these trend lines that they were previous resistance, the yellow one is the weekly one. I draw it on the weekly, and as soon as we confirm here, we didn't go lower, then we got the bounce, and then like on the 1 hour, yeah, we got the bounce here. As soon as we went above, we got these 3 candles confirmation on the trend line that came from the past. So there's always, so this trend line, these 2 trend lines that they were coming, it served as support. So this was a breakout trade, and then we just ride along, and now we are on this support. The short was here, we got the target, we got a big rejection, now it's consolidating, doing lower highs. We need to close above here to make a higher low or a higher high on this area. If we don't close the day at least above here to try to push it higher, we might just have then a week to take the shorts and then maybe move down to get to these supports over there. So basically, so I had this. As soon as we managed to close above, we went up, rejection of this area, which was this area here, because before we got already the rejections from the other area above, from this area. So now this is the chance the bears have to make the new lower high, because if we do a higher high, then we will keep on moving up. So this will be a big fight now on this area. The market's still bullish. if we keep on holding this area, all these swings and this trend line, I see we are coming here to the 11K, 11.2, more or less, 12, who knows. But it's trying to consolidate, to try to push higher, but let's see what we will do. So basically I was saying all these candles, all this area here, all of them closed above here. There was not even one close below. This was the bullish candle, and then we got here. And now we are trying to touch the 21 moving average for support, or the 50 here, and the 20 is here, so we will try to do the higher low to try to push higher at least to the tops, and then higher if possible, otherwise, or just a big fake out, who knows. So this is where we are, area by area, 12 days above this one, we are in the new level. Support is here, on this candle close, on the 9.376 or 9.27, and then on the 9.5, more or less, 9. Yeah, all these areas that were previous resistance now acting as supports to try to go higher. Let's see if it's a big fake out or if we manage to push. Gold, as we can see, is trying to push higher. We made the breakout already from the area, like a bit like Bitcoin, kind of. So as soon as we hold the 21 here on the daily, pushed higher. And still grinding up. The tops are here, a bit slightly above. We are trying to reach at least one or two more areas above. So he's trying to reach the 1,829 and then even 8,880 or more, or 1,920. Let's see if it managed to go there. But this is just FOMO buys at the moment. The buys are on the 21 with a tight stop loss. If we break, we will come to this support on this trend line, and we can even come to this one here, who knows. Horizontal support is here, but it was already tested. This area, all these weeks here, it was tested here. And then we test this one, so we have this area to be tested at the moment, which is 1.56, and this trend line. So this is the support here. And S&P, the same as Bitcoin, we got the bounce. On the daily, we already got the 21 support. We are reaching the stops, trying to do a higher low compared with this area. If we don't pass here, this trend line here, we might come down again, and who knows, have a breakdown. If this happens, Bitcoin will come down too. So let's see. If we manage to close above this trend line, we will go to this gap. This can take a little bit still, so if we keep on doing lower highs here, we will come down to test at least this area or this area here, and we have the 200s here. So all depends if we close above this trend line to try to go to this gap on the 330T or to the double top a little bit higher. So I see this red line here, this trend line, as resistance, and who knows what the market can do. Indicator still pointing up, so let's see what it does. On the daily, doing kind of the same as Bitcoin, but Here we already tested the 21. Now it's trying to test the 12 here and the 20. So we have this rejection. Let's see if we manage then, after coming down a little bit or even a bit downer like here, if we manage to push higher. Who knows? Indicator still can go up a little bit, but it's consolidating, can go up or down. Yeah, Bitcoin wise, the halts have been pumping because Bitcoin is trying to push higher, so we have Link pushing higher to the new highs. I'll put the weekly, or trying to, so we are really on the tops. And if we start closing above here, we can even push higher. The buys have been here on this trend line. Every time it breaks down, this is the trend lines with this area here as buying area. We can even do this one now. So this is area to buy with this confirmation. This is for the risk traders. This is after confirmations on this trend line. Okay, Tezos. This is USD pairings. Still holding here, trying to go higher. This is the trend line to buy. Confirmation on the 50 here and move higher. Now on the 21, trying to push higher on this channel. So this has been the channel on Tezos with the support here, and now we have a new support. Maybe here and here. Zcash. We created this new trend line, so holding the 21, trying to touch this top. We can do another trend line here, and it's trying to break out from this trend line to try to push here. I was looking a few back on the top of the channel. This is a take profits area. Buys are here on this area or above this trend line here. But it's been, for investors, it's been good to buy on this area here and then take profits on this cluster here. Neo, still on this channel, not need to break above this trend line here, otherwise it will come down again. Let's see what have been. I've seen a few strong ones like RAN BTC now, big pump like this. Buys are here on this area. This is like a oscillator coin. You buy here, hold, and then wait for something like this or to sell on these tops, and it's still pushing higher. So, and on top of this channel, rejecting. There's a trend line here, but the buys are here. Also one oscillator. One with the bottom here, and all these areas to buy. Try to see if you're lucky to push higher. Yeah. Apart from that, Ethereum. Same as Bitcoin. We hold this trend line, trying to come here. One more level. If we close above this, we can push higher. Support here, support here. Let's see, still saying that we can come higher. Litecoin still below this area here, still rejecting the 21, so it's the weaker. but who knows, if Bitcoin pumps we can have a push, but seems kind of stuck at the moment. But it's easy, we can buy where we are, stop loss here if we come down, or on these weeks on the other swing low, but risk management, more easy to put a stop loss here or here and wait for it to come up and then push higher until here or here. So it's an easy trade because it still didn't pump, so it's easy to put your stop loss. Ripple sheet, still the same. We are on this downtrend, kind of Litecoin, still kind of the same. We had this, we broke down this channel. Stellar, a bit stronger. We managed to hold above this channel, so we can still push higher, at least here, or even higher. Stop loss below here. Showing a bit more strength, but this has been the top. Let's see if it pushes higher. Aave, Cardano, pushing higher. Already test the support here and pushed higher. Let's see where it goes, if it can come here at least. Ethereum Euro, already checked. And yeah, so back to Bitcoin. 15 minutes. Okay, so we are starting to reject. 21 here, we might have some weeks. 20 minutes for the daily to close. But now we are starting to reject this area. We might come here to the moving averages. We have the 377 with this area, which is on the horizontal area. This top here with this. And I think that's the area. This one was tested. And now we still need to test this one here on the 9.5 more or less, and we still need to test this area here, 9.4 something, and we have this moving, this trend line here as well. But I don't think we go so low at the moment, so these are areas to buy on these tops. 1 hour. Of course, shorts have been from there, from this top. Stop losses are here. We got this week to take some high leverage people. This one also to take some high leverage people. And yeah, so we are below the 21. We can still have some weeks, but let's see. Supports are all this area here. Indicators are pointing down. You can draw a trend line also from the top and from here, from these weeks, and from the candles close. So it will be even easier on the 4 hours to do it. We can do this. And we can do this for short-term resistance to try to buy on the 21s here until here. And here, after like some indecision, maybe we'll come to test this one. And then let's see if we manage to hold and push up, or if we break down. This is the last chance for the bears, for the bearish case in this short time frame. the month will close in a few days, in 6 days. So basically we are still with this big wick, but we're still above this support, so it's consolidating to try to come higher. We are still above all these supports here from these previous candles, and our resistance is this one, and this one. So let's see what we do. Indicators are still pointing up. They still can come up, although it's still tricky, but it's still same kind of indecision on the monthly. But because we touch the bottom on the stochastic and we still haven't touched the top on the stochastic, still kind of bullish in a way. Weekly. Okay, still the same. If we keep on holding the 21 here, this area, it's still bullish to try to another push up like gold. So let's see.